Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
Captain Crunch is a liberal cereal. What are they doing inviting all these different colors into their cereal? I like, what are those, cranberries and raspberries? Why can't it just be pure, white, yellowish Captain Crunch?
Okay.
There.
Thank you.
I've done it.
Yeah.
Available if you want it.
Yeah. Send that hate mail right to Carlos.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, well, they had to poison it. Should have always stayed the same.
You know, Carlos, you've talked a lot about this, but Malcolm Nance and I were just saying, our politics have gotten so sort of scrambled. Like we were saying now that, the right wing, of course, is freaking out that now this polling is showing Bobby Kennedy Jr. is definitively hurting Trump. And not Biden, and they've spent all this time trying to prop him up.
Whoops.
Yeah.
But has he been vocal about the Middle East? Has he been vocal about Jim Jordan? Has he been vocal about Speaker of the House and the
I don't know.
corruption?
No, but I'm just talking about even the politics, because we're standing up for Ukraine. Suddenly, we're warmongers to some people on the left. I'm like, what? Some of us care that Russia interfered in our election to install Trump, and then attacked a country illegally.
Yeah.
That didn't.
Some of us had an opinion on Brittany Griner and Paul and Wellman about how unfairly they were being treated.
That was
by
one
a lying,
hostage. They have
murderous,
They have
corrupt
Hamas has
dictator,
what
Putin.
200 hostages now. Right. And
some of us can acknowledge simultaneous truths and go, Putin is bad. It's pretty easy to say that, Glenn Greenwald.
And by the way, Putin's in the middle of this, right? Hasn't it been proven? Jody, I can't keep track of all our stories. Help,
either.
Mommy.
Well, they didn't call the Russians warmongers when they went into Afghanistan for 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, some Russian cryptocurrency has gone to, I believe it's to Hamas. They've trained some of the Hamas terrorists. I'm sure that the Israeli intelligence that Trump gave to the Russians in the Oval Office, they gave directly to Iran and Hamas. I mean, it's just, it's... you know what I'm against? I'm going to take a strong stand, Carlos. I'm against treason against the United States of America.
Going out on a limb there. You're going out on a limb.
Yeah, I don't mean to go out.
I'm just against it. Was it Fanone, the officer, who was his line about Jim Jordan? Are you kidding me?
Yes.
A guy that aided, abetted, assisted, helped with the insurrection is going to be your Speaker of the House?
Yeah.
Stepanek. Oh, God, somebody's married to that thing, I think.
But Carlos
Who?
Luis.
How do you not see that is wrong? It's clear. Yes. A little 3-year-old, is that wrong? Yes, the Republicans are wrong. Good, go eat your cereal. But not Captain Crunch and Crunch Berries.
Yeah, with Crunch Berries.
Chris,
yes, hi.
I was just talking, this is something regarding, I was just talking to Malcolm about. Okay, hang on a second. Two of the named Russian sources have not been seen or heard from since. The publication of this document did serious damage to the U.S. government's Russian operations and their ability to recruit new Russian sources. The claimant, Trump's actions in this regard were truly shocking and arguably constitute one of the most egregious breaches of intelligence rules and protocol by the U.S. government in recent times. Who said that?
Cat dog.
No, that was Christopher Steele about Trump deliberately leaking. Oh, that was his last day of office. He leaked the Steele dossier, and then it's burned our sources and methods. And as we've said, Carlos, over and over again, Malcolm was talking about what's so great is Trump is such an idiot. This is going to lead to discovery that he's suing Christopher Steele. And as we keep saying, a lot of the stuff in there was corroborated. Some of it has not been corroborated, but it hasn't been disproven. This is what raw intelligence is. But anyway, Trump is and always has been a traitor. He has no loyalty to anybody but himself.
But if you're on the far left, you just call it a hoax and wash your hands and leave it at that, expecting people never to really go, wait a minute, it's never been a done deal.
Right.
Nobody ever said it was a hoax.
Right. We were talking to what's his name, Charles McGonigal, right? The former FBI spy hunter he just pled guilty to helping Russia install Trump and hurt Hillary in the 2016 election. This is not a hoax of any kind. I mean, it's anyway. But it's just what I always say, Carlos. It's all one story, whether it's Ukraine or whatever. This is all connected. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And what's happening right now in the Middle East and Russia and Iran, and their hands are all dirty in this, right?
Russia's the middle child. Russia. Well, that would be Marcia. Marcia's not the middle child.
No,
sorry.
no.
It's the middle child complaining about the oldest child.
Yes.
Right. Anyway, I think Biden is doing an amazing job in a horrifically difficult situation.
Yeah, incredibly difficult situation. And I hate when people say, when Trump was in office, there was no wars. Yeah, but Biden didn't start any of them.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, and also someone was saying that, the Israeli people are looking to Biden for leadership because they largely don't like Netanyahu. They don't trust him.
Yeah.
And so I don't blame them. I don't think he's a partner for peace either.
Yeah, and I think in general, let us say that moderates on both sides of the conflict in the Middle East just want it to be solved. Like, fair land distribution, no terrorism. We all started as one. We can make this work. Hopefully.
Biden,
but so far it hasn't happened.
It's a huge statement for a United States president to go there to stand with Israel. But he also said, the White House said he will reiterate that Hamas does not stand for the Palestinians' people's right to dignity and self-determination, and discuss the humanitarian needs of civilians in Gaza. So, he is the cooler head in all this, President Biden, and thank God he's in office and not Trump. I mean, you did another tweet about don't stand up in the lifeboat, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
We're really in perilous times.
Yeah, you're wasting your time. It can be no more obvious what to do in this situation. It's statistically, mathematically, scientifically, this RFK Naderstein Jr. doesn't have the votes to win. I don't care if he's running as an independent. What are you doing? Vote for a frog in a pond that has the same chance of winning if that makes you feel good. But do it in states that don't decide. What is it, 5 states? 100,000 people are going to decide the future of America in 5 different states?
Yeah.
So we need every vote we can. Let Robert Kennedy be a part of the administration under Joe Biden or whomever the Democratic candidate will be, but not him as a third-party candidate. It's a waste of time. What are you doing?
By the way, just breaking news, I believe, is Jim Jordan begun the process of losing the speakership again?
The House is gathered, but
Okay.
there's some debate going on right now. They haven't started voting yet.
Okay.
This is live audio from the House floor. Have you seen the picture of all the clowns? It's like they're getting ready to...
I like Donald Trump.
Dogs playing poker.
He's my friend.
Yeah, they are dogs playing poker.
Yep.
Yeah, I love these headlines. Trump stoops to new low. Really? Is there a new one? Is it new, or is it just with comments about military officials? Speaking of our politics being scrambled, Carlos, I mean, weren't they always the party of the military? And we were like, peacenik hippie liberals, I mean, Donald Trump, what else does he have to do? So this happened in trashing military officials as some of the dumbest people he's ever met. His supporters are lapping it up. You saw this campaign event in Iowa.
God, the dumb.
He mocked General Mark Milley. He said, I'm going to tell you what I had to go through with these people. Some of the dumbest I've ever met in my life. It was met with huge applause.
Yep.
General Milley should be executed, and then the military people are all dumb. And I mean, how many times can he insult veterans and military people?
We should have known when he insulted McCain, and it's like, meh.
Yeah.
I mean, and he still was elected. McCain is not a hero. Yeah, he's consistently getting worse.
Yeah.
He's so addle-brained.
Yeah.
I think he just thinks he's on a fairway somewhere in a golf course, and he's talking to a caddy. That's the problem.
Yes, and we're being attacked.
But how far do I lie? What? Who are you? Where's my third wife? Did we hit her?
There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.